Last time on the American Crappie Trail. Championship Saturday on Kentucky Lake started slowly for some, as anglers dealt with post-spawn, free-roaming crappie and a large population of mayflies to spoil the bite, while other teams seemed to find the lake's sweet spots and took full advantage of them. In the end, it was Chase Petty and Braxton Tucker on top with a two-day weight of 20.62 pounds. On the leaderboard, the Millennium Marine team of Hughes and Riddle took the second slot, followed closely by Brett and Robert Luther in third, Hodson Pillar and McLeod in fourth, and the Genco fishing team of Tony and Mike Shepard rounding out the top five. Today, our anglers descend on the mighty Ouachita River, but any pre-fishing done to prepare the teams may have been erased by the effects of an overnight hurricane that pummeled the region and turned the water over in the lake. The storm is making it hard to find gas for the boats and ice for the live wells. Will the Ouachita River dole out any southern hospitality? Find out on this edition of the American Crappie Trail.
Hello there, I'm Scott Scott of Discover Monroe, West Monroe. I'd like to welcome all the American Crappie Trail anglers and their families here to Monroe, Louisiana on the Ouachita River. The American Crappie Trail for the third year in a row has come down here. They're fishing on the Ouachita River, and we certainly appreciate Matt Morgan and all of his team for choosing us to be back here. It's been a great week. We hope they have a great time fishing here, and we welcome them and hope they come back and see us again one day.
It's been pretty tough pre-fishing even before the storm, so we're just going fishing, man. We got probably gonna be a pretty good bit of current and fresh water, so we're just gonna hit some spots that we did before and probably be doing a lot of running and gunning. We're gonna just get out there and fish hard and try to find some active fish.
Plans out there to get out there in about 10, 12 foot of water and live scope, put the jig right on her nose, like we did in the national championship.
After the storm, the hurricane went through, we're not really sure what it done to the water where we're catching our fish. We're just gonna make the run and see and start working our way back.
If the rain hadn't messed us up too bad, I figure we'll have a pretty good weight today. It's all according to the current and the rain.
Scared to death of this river, what it's done with the rides, how much it's muddied up, and hope the fish hold.
I'd like to see these great anglers out here, so we just drove up here to be able to enjoy the competition.
And the hurricane.
And the hurricane.
Man, I think it's anybody's ball game right now. The storm blowing through yesterday is going to change any pattern that there was. And the pattern was tough. It was a summer bite. It was, honestly, if you could find the fish, you could make them bite, but I just never found any fish that were congregated. Everything was scattered.
Pre-fishing pretty rough on us, and then a big storm front moved through, a lot of rain, the river's rising. We don't really know what to expect. We don't really have the best game plan, but we're going to try to scrap something together today. Stay tuned. Hopefully we can pull it off again this year.
Welcome to American Crappie Trail right here on the Ouachita River in beautiful Monroe, West Monroe, Louisiana. There's over 120 miles of dynamic fishery for these guys to go out and catch the biggest 7 crappie. Stay tuned right here to see who takes the lead on day number 1 with the American Crappie Trail.
Day 1 on the Ouachita River is anyone's guess. The boats set out from the blast-off, hoping that all the waypoints they marked during pre-fishing are still holding on to some big crappie. The super clean B&M team of Ronnie Capps and Steve Coleman know the Ouachita River well. They're spider rigging and minnow rigging, throwing everything they've got at these fish.
All in all, it's been a little slower as far as catching numbers. Because of the high water, the water's come up about 2.5 foot, so definitely a little bit slower to bite, but it's been good so far. It's been a lot higher before, but never the big change like we got right here. That's kind of unusual for us, but these fish are kind of used to it though. You can tell they used to the natural river. I'm sure they'll definitely bite less for most people because of the current and stuff. And that's just the way it is about anywhere though, honestly. I got one looking at us too. and didn't bite it. Looked at it and wouldn't bite it.
Lucas Marine Oil. It's the only oil fortified with unique Lucas additives. Just like Major League Fishing, it's environmentally friendly. Sweet. Lucas Oil means purpose-built, high-performance product. It meets all manufacturers' specifications also. Not running Lucas Marine Oil is like fishing a tournament without a boat. Lucas Marine Oil, it's that good.
General Tire was born more than 100 years ago, right here in America. We've spent the last century tackling every kind of road this country has to offer, and especially the places without roads. So you know that with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Clean up your toughest messes super easy, super fast. Only Super Clean is formulated to do the work for you. Just spray it on and watch the grease and grime wash away. Super Clean is the only cleaner degreaser that is scientifically formulated to kick any mess to the curb, so you can move on to more important things. For all of your greasiest, grimiest, toughest tasks around the house, shop, or garage, Super Clean gets the job done. Super Clean, super easy, super fast.
B&M Poles, the #1 crappie pole company in the world. More tournament wins than any other crappie pole. BNMPoles.com. The American Crappie Trail is brought to you by Lucas Oil Marine Products. Made in America, sold to the world. B&M Fishing, quality, performance, and service for over 70 years. Millennium Marine, the difference is in the details. Super clean, super easy, super fast, super clean. Racetrack, whatever gets you going. And these other fine sponsors. Welcome back to the American Crappie Trail. Last year's Ouachita champions Thatcher Waymeyer and Buster Braun are hoping for a repeat win on the river this year.
This is where we chose to start. We came in here. We've got some good bites. There's not really a pattern. They're just kind of out here roaming around, and whenever you do see one though, they're pretty aggressive. They come up, they don't hit it real hard. The bite's a little bit light, but I mean, they'll wheel around and come get it. We like to pitch to them. I'm using a 16th ounce jig head tipped with a minnow. We like to pitch to them and see how the fish reacts. You know, Buzz, he'll make a pitch and then I'll follow him up. Or if the fish are in brush or on a stump, we will hold and jig it. But where these fish are just kind of out here roaming around, they're so fast that we got to make several pitches, but whenever you see the right one, it's normally a good one, like that one. Good job, Buzz.
Hey, look, they're at 10 yards, go. We're out here fishing a little, it's kind of like a little lake here with a lot of flooded timber, underwater timber, and we've had a rough morning. There's fish here. We're seeing them everywhere. We've tried about everything we know to try and really just can't get them to bite. I mean, we've put minnows. We've even resorted to slip cork, and I think 4 of our 5 keepers this morning have come off a slip cork rig. So we're trying everything we can try to get these jokers to bite. We're pretty much just scanning through these stumps, and every now and then we'll see one here on the stump, and we'll present a bait and a jig and everything else we got in the boat, trying to get these fish to bite. But we've talked about it. We're gonna pretty much stay here and grind it out the rest of the day and try to get us 7 decent fish.
I'm a local here, and so I fish this area. Been fishing this area for quite some time, and I had a feeling this was going to be a rough deal with this with the rain and the rise in the water. So I started off single poling in the river, trying to focus on some eddies, and the fish had moved out of there. I know there's fish in here. I'm seeing a few fish, but I have not caught a fish today.
The Bass Tank team of Robert Carlisle is a solo act. His was the last boat out after the blast-off this morning.
I guess the advantage to being the last one out is that I get to fish the stuff that everybody drives by. I don't know if you've ever squirrel hunted, but when you get in these brush piles like this, it's a lot like squirrel hunting. The squirrels seem like they want to hide, and they'll get on a limb, and they're really hard to see, and you're just looking for pieces of them. And that's exactly what we're doing in these brush piles, is that these big limbs are all coming out here, and you've got to look every single limb, follow it the full length of it. Sometimes they'll be at the end, sometimes they'll be at the back of it, sometimes they'll be sitting underneath it, and you've got to check every single limb. And I guess sometimes that tree's full of buzzards, and that's about what I got here, because there's nothing in it. So there's a blip just came in the screen here. I don't feel like it's moving. See, everything else is, they started moving. But that's what I'm looking for. I'm targeting that one spot that's not moving on the screen. About 90% sure it's crappie. Yep. Got 5 fish in there. That was number 3. That was in my tournament side. Pound 3. So good tournament fish. So we'll see what today has to bring.
From the tackle store to your truck, to your boat on the lake, back to the ramp, and all the way home. Angle Coolers have you covered.
Hello everybody, I'm Bill Dan. You know, I've been fishing for more than 60 years now. I know how to keep comfortable. Millennium Shade Tree Umbrella Holder will hold your shade tree umbrella shaft precisely where you need it, whether you're fishing from your own pedestal seat or Millennium's double seat sidekick. Trust me, this device will hold the umbrella perfectly while you hold the fish, of course. Millennium Shade Tree Umbrella Holder. You're gonna love it. To find out more about other great products from Millennium Marine, check them out at millenniummarine.com.
Getting a high-quality, American-made product at one of the best price points in the industry, customer service that's second to none. More importantly, they flat out catch fish.
Hi, I'm Pro Angler Mark Rose.
And
that's
I'm
Pro Angler Andy Montgomery.
Hey.
You want your buzzbait to track true and squeal like a stuck hog? Use some Lucas Marine gear oil on it.
Man, that candy bar looks good. What do we say? Safeguard with ethanol treatment. With ethanol fuel conditioner. Surely we got one in there.
You want your outboard engine to be in better condition than Andy Montgomery?
What'd you say?
Use this.
5,294.
Lucas Oil, made in America.
Sold to the world.
The American Crappie Trail is brought to you by Lucas Oil Outdoor Line. Superior protection, superior performance. Mercury Marine, the official engine of the American Crappie Trail. O'Reilly Auto Parts, better prices. General Tire, anywhere is possible. Power Pole, total boat control, angle coolers, the original roto-molded high-performance cooler, and these other fine sponsors. The new Lucas Oil Outdoor Line team of Tim Blackley and Daniel Porter is live scoping and swapping poles and lures frequently, trying to nab a healthy spot on the leaderboard. Meanwhile, B&M teammates Greg London and Lamar Bunting are out away from the shoreline, fishing for those free-roaming crappie with single poles and single jigs. Kent and Renee Braun are spider rigging with single jigs, changing colors and looking for the right bite.
Water's pretty muddy. I don't think that's hurting anything. Well, I feel good about this holler because Caps and Coleman are right up there. The other teams, they're catching them every little bit, so I'm sure there's winning stringer in here if we can just figure out how to catch them.
The duo of Josh Jones and Josh Reynolds are back on the boat together, with Jones on the pole and Reynolds on the net.
Hey, I think I just pulled my pec muscle, dude. Ah!
That's what we're talking about right there. We've been pretty much working probably about I'd say a half-mile area, just back and forth. Water clarity is definitely a little different in here. It's real muddy and stained. We've had real good luck this morning early, and it kind of slowed down for about an hour and a half, and then it's definitely picked back up in the last 30 minutes. It's been real nice. We kind of adjusted and came back up here and to the front, and it's been a little bit of a better adjust for us. We've been able to cull some out.
1, 2, small. Ow!
We're really trying to secure a spot national championship and go for team of the year this year. We're fighting hard right now for it, for sure.
From Mississippi, Ronnie and Matt Rozier are seeing fish on structure and free roaming and finding the bite light.
Oh, man. Finding ice this morning was a major problem because I think everybody that was out of power was out buying all the ice up. We rode around last night. We was trying to just find a sandwich, and I mean, we couldn't even get in anywhere because they had actually, if you noticed, if you was here, the highway was actually blocked with people just trying to get in the drive-through just to get a sandwich, and still couldn't find any ice. Or finally, we just stopped at a store and just bought something, cooked it in the microwave, so we just made do. I hope everybody south of here, I hope, they didn't have a lot of collateral damage down there to their homes, and I know they did what I saw on the news, but, I know they worried about their homes, and we're out here fishing today, so we're praying for them. Matt Morgan and Angie and all the guys, and Jamie and all of them, they do one heck of a job, and that's why we really enjoy the American Crappie Trail. This is a great tournament right here, and you got some great fishermen. We're kind of new at it as far as not crappie fishing, but the tournament trail of the ACT. This is our second year. I'm gonna tell you, you got some very professional guys in there. Tony Hughes, Captain Coleman, Carlisle, Robert Carlisle, that you can just learn so much from. And just being able to talk to these guys, and the crappie fishermen seem like, they don't mind helping you, giving you some little tips and things here and there. They may not tell you where the fish are, but they can help you out. It's like a camaraderie of family is what it is.
We're from Northeast Oklahoma, so we're in the land of 1,000 lakes. We've got a lot of big lakes, really good crappie lakes really close to us. And we can pretty well find lakes where it's got standing timber and these fish are roaming in that standing timber, or it's just a big glowing ball on the side of that piece of pole timber, as a tournament angler, it forces you to practice different techniques and learn different techniques and makes you a better fisherman. That's why tournament fishing is fun. It makes us better, forces us to get out of our comfort zone and try different stuff and see what works and what doesn't work. So stick with it. And right now, nothing's working. So John's been up here using a straight jig, dropping on, he's dropped on several fish, not a lot of reaction from them. So I'm gonna throw on a minnow tip on my little tiny 32nd ounce hair jig and see if that minnow bouncing around down there, swimming around down there, might get these fish to fire. Right there. Get the net, get the net, get the net. Yep, bring it back to you, bring it back to you. Coming up. And that is how it's done. And come out here and fish with us on the ACT Trail. This is fun, guys.
B&M Poles, the #1 crappie pole company in the world. More tournament wins than any other crappie pole. BNMPoles.com.
Clean up your toughest messes super easy, super fast. Super Clean Floor Absorbent is formulated to do the work for you. Just apply and watch the spill absorb in minutes. Super Clean Floor Absorbent weighs only 3 pounds, so it's easy to pour and store no matter how messy the situation gets. For the 1-2 punch and stain fighting, follow up with Super Clean Degreaser for a like-new finish. For all your greasiest, grimiest, toughest tasks around the house, shop, or garage, Super Clean gets the job done. Super easy, super fast, super clean.
Groundbreaking designs, unsurpassed quality, and unshakable confidence. Welcome to the Ranger Z500 and Z100 series. Leading the industry for over 50 years, these rigs are custom crafted and loaded with more features and advantages to deliver the ultimate ownership experience. The legendary Ranger Z series. Unleash next level performance. Mercury, go boldly.
Born for competition. Perfected on the racetrack. For whatever your road looks like. With General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Hi, I'm Pro Angler Mark Rose.
And I'm Pro Angler Andy Montgomery.
You want your truck engine to last longer than a 3,000-yard bulk spool of line?
Lucas Oil, motor oil, long lasting.
Extra long lasting.
Should I say running smoother or running better? Running smoother might sound better. Smoother than a 3-legged thunder cricket coming through a treetop. Silence!
Say something about injector cleaner and hold up the bottle. Are we rolling?
Jeez.
Come on! Lucas Oil, made in America.
Sold to the world.
Welcome back. Preparing for the weigh-in, Waymeyer and Braun are feeling pretty good.
So we just caught a 116 with a 167. Fish are good and healthy, good thick back, beautiful fish.
Jones and Reynolds are checking their live wells too, throwing the smallest ones back.
We don't need these. We had 9.
No.
We don't need any 3 of these.
I agree.
Robert Carlisle is taking no chances, doing a quick weight check of his own before calling it a day.
198. 191. 2 extremely good fish. Middle of summer on the Ouachita River.
Welcome everybody to Lake Ouachita, right here in beautiful Monroe, Louisiana, home of Stop 2 at the American Crappie Trail. We're going to get right into our day one weigh-in. A lot of guys want to get going, get some gas, get loaded up for tomorrow. So let's bring on up. We've got the Missouri team of Thatcher, Waymar, Buster Braun, last year's defending champions. Got a 7-fish limit today. Were they in the same spot?
No, sir.
No, sir. Got 7 good ones today?
We'll take them.
Good, we'll take them. Let's get you on the board. You're going to be right up there in the hunt, boys. How about 11:57, guys, 11:57. Unofficially about 3rd or 4th right now. Not bad. Next up, boat number 45, B&M Super Clean Pro Staff Sponsor Team, Ronnie Capps and Steve Coleman. Bringing me 7 to the scale today. Yep. Happy Ouachita Day. How you guys doing?
Oh, that's a pretty good day.
Pretty good day. Let's see, guys. And you did all right. Get you up there. How about 12:51, guys? 12:51. Gonna put you right into the hunt. All right, moving on. We have boat number 67, team of Josh Jones and Josh Reynolds. Got 7 fish to the scales today. Good to see you guys. How you doing? Good to see you. Did you guys have a good night?
Pretty good.
All right, guys. We got to wait here. Check this out, folks. 14:02. Current leaders right now. Hammered them good, guys. Let's get this big fish out of there. Knew that was heavy when I picked it up. All right, here we go. Big fish right now is going to be 213. I think we got a player here. We do. 231, guys. 231. Current leader and big fish. Hold that one up for the guys to see. I bet it was. Got more for tomorrow, guys?
Yeah, we hope we have some more there tomorrow, and we've got a few moves we want to make and check out, and hopefully can keep adjusting and keep catching fish.
All right, next up we have Robert Carlisle, boat number 64, 7-fish limit. Did you do it too, sir?
I did.
All right, let's find out, buddy. Yep, these weights are feeling better and better as we go. You did, Robert. How about that? 13-10, solid 2nd place right now. Next up we have boat number 62, Janko sponsor team, Scott Black. Yeah, all right, here we go for big fish. That's another dandy. Big fish right now is 240. He's going to beat it again. How about 254? 254, guys. Look at that. They're getting bigger and bigger as we go. Nice Ouachita fish. There you go.
The Ouachita Day 1 leaderboard has Les Milligan in the 5th spot with 11.79 pounds. Chris Fields and Jared Reiser just ahead of that with 12.06. In 3rd, the Super Clean B&M team of Ronnie Capps and Steve Coleman with 12.51 pounds. The Bass Tank team member Robert Carlisle takes up the 2nd spot with 13.1 pounds. And the leaders on day 1 are Josh Jones and Josh Reynolds with a whopping 14.02 pounds.
Today was a great day. We were a little uncertain what would happen due to the hurricane that came in yesterday, but we rolled with what we found in practice, and it went well. We caught bigger fish today than we did in practice, so really happy. There's some huge fish in this river. I'm excited for tomorrow, for sure.
What will day 2 look like? And how will the uncertain waters of the Ouachita River play a role on Championship Saturday? Find out next time as we return to the American Crappie Trail.